guys, so welcome to the Spotlight here on Afrovibes TV. Today I'm your host Genevieve, and this is my guest.
Chidi Agwebu.
And it is nice to meet you. So today we're going to be introducing a nice new upcoming business for the new 2025 year. Not many have heard about it here in America, but it is new and upcoming. We are happy to have it. So Chidi, do you want to tell me you want to tell me a little bit just to start? What's the name of your company and stuff like that?
So the company is called the Paper Packaging Company.
Mm-hmm.
It has been in existence for 10 years now, but
Okay.
it's brand new in the United States.
Amazing.
And we're basically focused on providing eco-friendly, sustainable packaging solutions for different diverse industries.
Okay, amazing.
Food industry, fashion industry, retail
so really,
stores and stuff.
You'll kind of just want to give them out, spread them out, get that eco-friendly world out and about. Yeah. We love to see it. So do you want to tell me what was your inspiration to start a paper packaging company?
So back in 2013, I traveled to China. And on that trip, I visited a couple of companies, right? So on that trip, I see they served me like tea, coffee with the branded paper cups, and it was fascinating to me. I was like, wow, this is interesting. Back home in Nigeria, there was just everywhere you go, you see the plastic cups, not sustainable, really? It's not eco-friendly, and it's just, and there's a lot of problems with, landfills, single-use plastic.
Yes, I know. For when I was younger, I wrote a very long paper on plastic in the ocean. Oh, crazy paper. So I love to hear about it. I love hearing the growth and people creating new things. So, and how did you identify like the need? What really gave you that? All the mess and
so that was part of it. But what was really interesting was that first the cup were made of paper, and secondly, it was branded as well. So combining sustainability with customization was really very big. So I said, it would be good to have companies back home in Nigeria have their names,
on like cups and stuff like that. Okay, that's cool.
Things like that. So that was how the idea sparked up in my mind, and I started working on it. And a year later, I launched the business, and I started selling cups.
So could you give us a story on like the journey to the concept of launching the cups and stuff like that?
Yeah. So I actually studied petroleum engineering. So coming from the engineering perspective, I had not very robust experience in business. So I felt that it's going to be very important for me to have a mentor. That will, hold my hands in the journey, So that was what I did within the first 6 to 8 months. And it was a new concept in Nigeria at the time. So I really don't have people around.
Was it a bit of a struggle to kind of get people to connect with your business?
Yeah, that was a major challenge because it's a new concept. People are not used to it. So I had to do lots of education.
Plastic is one of the biggest things, I'll say, like, as over the last couple of years, everyone wants to switch over to eco-friendly, and it's hard.
It's hard.
I know, being on the East Coast, everything is eco-friendly over there. It's insane.
Yeah.
So, what were some of your biggest challenges faced when starting your company, and how did you overcome them? I'm going to assume that one of them is going to be getting people to get on board.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that was the first one, because getting people to, this is paper, paper is going to crumble, it's not
right,
going
to put water in it. Is it really going to work?
It's going to work, yeah. So that was the first challenge we faced, and we had to do a lot of education, right?
Okay.
We had to educate them, to solve that, we had to start our own coffee shop, because we had to start a business for them to see how it's being used.
So not only did you just create a business for the cups, you also created a coffee shop to prove, here's our cups, here's how they work. That's amazing.
And that strategy really worked, because people can know, I can see it work, so it can work in my business.
Okay, alrighty. So what is how has your company evolved from creation?
Yeah, basically, like I said, we started from the cups. So what happened as we started selling the cups to customers, and then we were focused on the food business, right? And most of those customers were asking, if you guys can make cups, that means you could make bags, you could make boxes
and stuff like that.
So we started moving from just cups to every other.
So, like, would you say packaging. You guys do like to-go boxes for like restaurants and stuff like that?
Yes.
Okay.
So we'll make boxes like this.
Okay, perfect. Just regular old most to-go boxes.
Yeah,
good sizes.
Boxes,
do they come in like different sizes?
Different sizes.
Is this the regular one?
No, it comes in different sizes.
Okay.
It also comes in different designs. But this And also, the interesting thing about what we do is that you can actually customize it, right?
Okay.
You can customize it with no minimum quantity. You can decide to customize.
Do they come in? We can do them in different colors. So, say I wanted a pink box, could I get a pink paper box?
Yeah, I can't say pink. The regular colors we have is white and brown color.
Okay.
But you could put your pink.
I can put my pink logo on.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
I can work with that. So if you ladies
Same with
are
the
curious,
bags as well. You can
look at that. You need if you need to put a nice, pretty pink bow right on the front. You want to print out your logo? Put it right there on the box, y'all. Yeah. We love it. So, what strategies are you utilizing to compete in the sustainable market?
Yeah, basically, one of the strategies we have used in the past and we're going to use in America is firstly to sell quality products, right?
Okay.
Because if your product is not functional, it will be difficult for the client to be able to make use of it, right? So we sort for quality materials, quality products, because we don't just work with any manufacturers, we don't just work with any vendors. We ensure that they have the right certification to be able to produce actual sustainable product without mixing.
So you go through and check all of your suppliers and stuff like that to make sure they're fully sustainable.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. We love that. That makes it so much better. Let's keep going. So how does your company ensure that it is maintaining its sustainability?
Yeah, so that's why I say all the partners and vendors we work with, we vet them, to ensure that they have the right certifications, they have the right approvals, and they follow all the environmental sustainability regulations.
Okay.
So we ensure all of that before we partner with them. And not just in producing the parts, we also ensure that our own processes are sustainable as well.
Okay. So not only
energy and all of that.
So y'all are very big on not even just yourselves, but maintaining yourself through your factories and your production companies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What do you do? Can I ask what you do with how do you prevent having like super extra waste and stuff like that?
So one of the things we do is finding partners that can recycle our waste. Because during production, you must definitely generate some waste, right? So we have to partner with recycling companies, that come to pick up those waste and transform into other forms of packaging as well.
That's amazing. And then, so are there any innovative technologies or processes that set your packaging different from, any other packaging that's on the market?
Yeah, well, one of the technology that we've used and we're going to use in the United States as well is to give people the opportunity to order sustainable packaging, customizable at no minimum order quantity, and basically zero setup fee.
Unlimited. Y'all want 2 bags with your logo on it? You can get 2 bags with your logo on it, and they're going to support you no matter what. So y'all support small businesses?
Yes, and this has been our strategy to grow and are still growing in Africa, in Nigeria.
Okay.
Because there are other companies, there are other bigger companies when we got started, that are focused on supplying this kind of packaging, but you have to order in large quantities. So I'm talking about 50,000.
Yeah, as you know, a lot of places they've got minimum quantities so that you're getting that, you're paying them a big amount so that they still get their payout out of their quantity. Yeah. Well, that's this right here. We love Chidi. We love a supportive man for the small businesses. Yeah. If you don't know where to put your logo, honestly, take it to this man right here. You just want 2 bags or you want 500, he's going to get you right. Don't worry. So, how do you balance sustainability with like the cost effectiveness for your customers?
Yeah, that's a very important question because, you must have that mentality of sustainability. Sustainability comes with its additional cost, but now a lot of customers are even demanding sustainable packaging, right?
Really?
So for you to be relevant, for you to be able to serve all business wants to serve their customers' needs, right? You want to ensure that you are giving your customers what they deserve and what will satisfy them, right? So you are going to put out that initial cost, but at the long run, and imagine if you're putting your logo in it, those logos are also marketing for you, right? I'm buying stuff from you and I have my logo on it. I'm going to take it out. My numbers and stuff is there. It gives them that brand visibility.
It puts them out there more. So it puts them out there. Not only, so say you're going to maybe a little small pop-up shop and they have their bags, they sell their bags. You get to take it. Not only do you just have that bag, do people see that, you know, they've gone shopping. Now you're no longer just selling plain paper bags.
Yeah.
Now we're selling full branded, eco-friendly, beautiful. Love it. Yeah. Okay, and then so what trends are you seeing in the packaging industry that kind of are helping you to stay relevant and put in more ideas and stuff like that for your business?
Like I said, customers are demanding sustainable packaging. You know, customers are basically putting this demand on companies that they want to basically see that they are sustainable themselves.
Okay,
so they prefer to buy products from companies that are offering sustainable packaging, you know, than other ones. And customers themselves, businesses are also craving for customization as well. They want to customize.
Everyone wants to put their brand, their name, their face, something somewhere. Yeah. So you want to walk around with a bag? Not even just a bag. Hello, we've got food boxes. Yeah. So would you do a lot of times, so you say you do them in any size. What about parties or like birthday parties and stuff like that? Do you cater for events like that? Yeah, for sure. Because you know, you have like a party of 50 people, 100 people. You want to give them a goodie bag, right? And you want to say happy birthday, Genevieve. That is so smart. That's cute. You hear that? You need some birthday party supplies, y'all. Look at that, some goodie bags. Yeah. Alrighty. So what role do you think paper packaging plays in like the global movement towards like reducing plastic waste? Yeah, because it's easier to recycle. You know, that basically provides the circular economy, you know, such that I can sell this back to you. If you eventually trash it, it's easier to convert back to paper. Right. You know, so they are you know, people just have this mentality, say, oh, paper, we need to cut virgin trees all the time. You know, because it's more like a circular product, it's easier to recycle. Some of the papers you see are not directly produced. They are being recycled 2 to 3 times and it's still being functional. Okay, so I do have a question. When you're shipping out your packaging, is everything that is coming in sustainable, fully recyclable, environmental friendly? Yeah. Okay, so we're no plastics or anything coming in the packaging. Exactly. Amazing. I love that for you. Amazing. You don't have to worry about any plastic wrapping, none of that. We're all fully sustainable around here. Yeah. So how does your company contribute to the local community or promote social responsibility? So back in Nigeria, which we've been operating for the past 10 years, we've done a lot of campaign. We've done a lot of sustainability campaign. We've done trainings. Okay. We've worked with schools. We've also done like bringing people to learn about sustainability. We'll partner with United Nations run as well. Like more programs and stuff like that back in Nigeria too. Yes, we do. Are you thinking about doing that when you open the program here in America? Yeah, for sure. Okay. We're already talking to some sustainability organizations, you know, to partner with them to see. You hear that, y'all? Come in 2025. Yeah. A new sustainability program. We love it. So will you have like people doing talks and stuff like that to kind of educate, or demonstrations and stuff like that? Yeah, that's why most times we like to partner with organizations that already has that at the forefront of their mission. Okay. So we partner with them, we lend our voice, you know, we also sponsor their events. Okay. You know, we go there, we, you know, basically with them. You take your stuff, brand it on there. Yeah. Okay. That works. So, do you, I guess that answers my question. Do you collaborate with any other businesses? And if so, what are the other businesses that you currently work with? We're starting in the United States, but we have a lot of manufacturers that we partner with. Then we have a lot of NGOs that we partner with in terms of campaigns, in terms of sustainability talks and all of that. Right. Like in December, we did one where we had like a pop-up event. You know, we're just preaching sustainability. You know, food business owners. We had about 100 of them in a room, and we're just talking to them about how they can stay relevant, you know, using sustainability packaging and sustainable processes. You hear that, y'all? Some talks, even some opportunities to network and meet some new people. Yeah, we love it. What are your long-term goals for the company? You know, one of them is we are launching in the US, and we're also looking to launch in Europe as well. We're in Nigeria at the moment, but we plan to also expand to other African countries as well. Okay, that is amazing. So give us 1 minute. We got some bills to pay, and we will be right back to see y'all. Alrighty, guys, welcome back to the show, here to the spotlight here on Afrovibes TV. I'm your host Genevieve, and this is my lovely guest,
Chidi.
Alrighty, so back to what we were talking about. Chidi, what are some of your key achievements in growing your business?
So one of the key achievements is that we adopted technology at a very early part of the business, where we were basically the first to ever sell sustainable packaging online.
Okay. All right. So y'all have online shipping as well?
Yeah, we have online shipping. So back in Nigeria, where the online technology like e-commerce was very young at the early stage of e-commerce, so we started selling sustainable packaging online. This helps us to basically reach out to a lot of people in different regions.
Do y'all ship across the whole world?
No, we ship just in Africa.
Just in Africa?
So, but now we're starting in the US.
Okay, now you're starting in the US. So now that gives y'all your notice. They ship in Africa and now the United States coming soon.
Yeah,
coming soon, y'all. Alrighty, and then what advice would you give to expire? Is there any? Let me skip that. He'll edit that out. So, how did you decide to transition from just cups into paper bags, boxes, and all of that?
So as a business, we basically are focused on listening to our customers.
Okay.
What are the customers' needs? What kind of products do they want to see? So like I said, so customers were demanding for other forms of packaging, right, aside from paper cups.
Right. Not everyone uses cups on the day-to-day basis.
Yeah. Okay. So they were like, "Oh, Chidi, can your team make this? Can you guys make bags? Can you make this kind of boxes?" Okay. So that's how we started moving
towards any other. What did you go to first after making cups?
So from cups, started making bags. Started making SOS bags without handles. And from that, we started making boxes, pizza boxes, burger boxes.
And just from there on, you just started making everything.
Everything, yeah.
As long as it's sustainable, as long as you can take it, as long as we can make it, it's being made. So how do you plan to stay ahead of industry trends?
Yeah, so basically, we are very open to what is the industry saying. Like right now, people are moving towards sustainable packaging. Okay. And for us, we are making it easy for businesses to be able to access this sustainable packaging. So that's why we are doing like zero setup fee. We are doing no minimum order, to help small businesses, medium scale businesses tap into the sustainable economy.
And that is a blessing for everybody and not an opportunity that you see everywhere, y'all. Let me tell you. So I'm going to guess, what is the most common feedback you receive from your customers? And I'm going to guess it is making other packages. So what was the biggest request that people asked for besides cups? Was it bags or boxes?
It was bags.
It was bags?
Yeah, bags is really, really very popular because aside from people in the food industry, fashion, retail, a lot of customers, they have a wider range.
Events, gifts, X, Y, and Z. Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. And then, so what are some of the biggest opportunities you see for growth in the United States market?
Yeah, in the United States, I see that you have a lot of big players, that can afford to order millions and thousands of bags. But there is a gap between the small and medium scale businesses where the minimum order quantity scares them. They don't even have storage. They can't even afford to order.
Maybe you don't have anywhere to put it. All my small business, we're here in Houston. There's braiders, nail techs. Everyone's starting up their small businesses, and you need something to put your face on, put your name on. Yeah. Chidi's coming out to stay sustainable and support you with no matter how big or small your order is.
Yeah, we're there.
Okay, and so how competitive is the U.S. market?
Yeah, it's a very competitive market. I must say that, but we already have carved out a niche, which you just mentioned, right, where we want to play in, and that space is not very competitive. We know that we can basically attack that space and take over that space.
So pulling anybody, because there's some people, those people who just can't hit that.
Or they're not there yet.
They're not there yet. Not there yet.
Yeah.
Yes, we love it.
We could grow with them, Yeah.
Okay, so do you want to tell me a little bit about your leadership style and how you guide your team and stuff throughout?
I want to use the opportunity to say a big shout out to my team back in Nigeria.
Hey, big shout out. Okay.
They are so super, super amazing. And I basically have an open door system where, we're free to communicate. We have a a very friendly work culture.
Okay.
If you see myself, if we're here, you can't
If you
even,
had the whole team.
yeah, you can't even tell, oh, who is the boss, who is the, because we're just
so
all
it's
together.
like a family environment.
Yeah, you get it right.
Okay,
Yeah,
we love that. And then, so how do you build and maintain your team?
Yeah, so we do a lot of training, in internal and external training.
What is? Do you want to let me know, or let all of us in on the training process?
Yeah, some of the training process, we have an HR person that is in charge of sorting out the departments and the key people, that needs a certain kind of training. Sometimes we bring in an experts to come in and train the team.
Do you teach your team about sustainability when they get hired? Like, do they?
Yeah,
so they get
have
full
a whole
lessons.
onboarding process. Yeah,
Okay,
we already have. We're doing it one-on-one. But last year we actually recorded a full onboarding video. That everybody must go through that video, watch it, and basically take some
take some notes.
Yeah, take some notes, and basically have an assessment as well.
Okay, so they've got to prove that they understand sustainability.
Yeah, but that's our culture. That's the core of what we do. For you to be.
So I guess that's one of your ways that you make sure that your products are fully sustainable and fully checked through. Is you have your employees going through and making sure that they're learning about sustainability,
and they have to learn about sustainability. And
you can't work for a company about sustainability and not know anything. Come on. So what does a typical day-to-day look like for you?
Yeah, for me, I basically, because I have a good team, so we have our objectives, what we want to achieve for the week, for the month, and everything. So I basically stay on top of that.
Are you very busy every day?
Sure.
You're like a working
now that we're starting in the US.
Now that we're about to start in the US, I assume you're probably on the clock all day, every day. Exactly. What's a break? Never heard of it.
Yeah.
Okay, so is there any advice that you would want to give to aspiring entrepreneurs that want to start their own business?
Yeah, the first advice I'll give is to believe in yourself. Because it's very easy for people to second guess themselves. Oh, can I do it? I'm not sure I have what it takes.
Did you struggle with that?
Yeah, I did, for sure. I struggled with it, but
how did you overcome it? Let the people know how you overcame it, because here you are about to open up a new market in a whole nother country.
Yeah. How I came out of it is that my dad is an entrepreneur as well.
Shout out
so
to
I try to so I try to. He motivates me a lot. It has been a big inspiration. So I model his steps. I said, oh, if he can do it,
he can do it. Why can't I? And look at him now, y'all, opening up another business in another country.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people can do that, but it takes a lot of work and a lot of effort. So is there any new projects that you've got coming up besides opening up in the US market? Is there anything you're thinking about indulging into for 2025?
These are focused right now.
Okay.
Targeting the US market. Coming in strong. I'm being able to serve our customers. Trust me, back in Nigeria, our customers love us. They are like, oh, these guys, I'm going to work with them.
I'm going to work with them everywhere.
Yeah, so we're looking to replicate the same thing in the US as well.
All right. And so I know I've asked you, how do you plan to expand in the next coming years? So in the next 5 to 10 years, let's go 5 to 10. Where do you see your company?
5 to 10 years,
where do you hope to be?
We're already a household name in the US. We should also be in Europe at that time.
Okay.
We should also be expanded to at least 5 other African countries as well.
Amazing. So right now, are you just in Nigeria, or that's the only country?
We're just in Nigeria, and in Nigeria we have 3 locations in Nigeria. So we have 3 major cities in Nigeria.
Right. What can I ask? What cities? I don't know anything about Nigeria, so I just want to know like a little extra.
Yeah. So last year, this year, right? We're almost at the edge of it.
It's the last thing.
2024 December, we actually launched in Abuja. Abuja is the capital city.
Okay.
We've been in Lagos. We started in Port Harcourt.
I do know where Lagos is.
Yeah, so Port Harcourt, Lagos, and Abuja.
Okay, there you go, y'all. 3 cities. So you're bringing your company to Houston?
Houston, Texas.
Alrighty. Capital the paper packaging company in the melting pot of the United States right here.
Yeah.
In Houston. So we've gone through, we've discussed, we've talked, y'all have learned everything. So tell the people, where can they find you? Where can they order their packaging?
Yeah, so you can find us on our website. Our website is tppcusa.com. And same for our social media. Our Instagram is tppcusa. And our email is sales@tppcusa.com.
Amen. There we go. So, thank you for tuning into the Spotlight on Afrovibes TV. I'm your host, Genevieve, and this was my guest,
Chidi.
And y'all have a blessed evening. Thank you so much for watching.